Let's talk about Corey Mackin. Einer der besten Spieler der DL2 aktuell, Stürmer der Eispiraten Crimmitschau. Und was bringt mich zu der These? Es ist einer der besten Scorer der gesamten Liga. Er ist Topscorer der Eispiraten. Er hat eine der besten Plus-Minus-Statistiken im Team der Westsachsen. Und ganz fernab von all diesen Statistiken ist er vor allen Dingen einer, der mich mit seinem Spielstil extrem beeindruckt. Das heißt, ich habe für euch heute ein paar Spielszenen rausgesucht aus den letzten Partien und möchte euch da mal ein bisschen näher bringen, was ihn so wichtig macht für dieses Team. Die Eispiraten haben ihn ja im Laufe der vergangenen Saison dazugeholt. Im Januar, um genau zu sein, haben sie ihn geholt aus Innsbruck. Das ist ja in der Eishockey League immer so, dass Teams, die eher nicht in die Playoffs kommen, dann gerne auch mal die Kontingentspieler früher abgeben, um Gehälter einzusparen. Und das ist für die DL2-Clubs dann echt eine Chance, da an hochklassige Jungs zu kommen. Und Corey Mackin ist das beste Beispiel dafür. Hat sich trotz der Unruhen im Sommer entschieden, in Crimmitschau zu bleiben. Großes Zeichen, meiner Meinung nach. Und neben den Spielszenen habe ich für euch auch noch ein kleines Interview mit ihm geführt. War so nett, die Eispiraten und Corey Mackin sich die Zeit zu nehmen. Und auch da, meiner Meinung nach, sehr interessante Einblicke vom Stürmer aus den USA. Ganz grundsätzlich, Corey Mackin spielt aktuell Erstreihen-Center, da gehört er auch hin, an der Stelle von Dominic Walsh, das eigentlich durchgehend, und dann meistens Dylan Ruck noch mit dabei, funktioniert hervorragend, und jetzt kommt aber direkt mal der erste Kritikpunkt und vermutlich auch der einzige Kritikpunkt, denn die Bully-Quote lässt tatsächlich sehr zu wünschen übrig. Also das ist noch eine Schwäche in seinem Spiel. Trotzdem, und ich glaube, das hat Jussi Tuores auch so erkannt, ansonsten wäre er schon längst mal auf den Flügel ausgewichen, ist die Center-Position genau die richtige für ihn. Und genau dazu habe ich mal ein paar Clips rausgesucht, um zu euch zu zeigen, warum dem so ist. Ich habe hier mal eine Szene rausgesucht aus dem Spiel gegen Rosenheim. Da ist er ohne Punkt rausgegangen. Die Star Bulls setzen sich gerade in der offensiven Zone fest. Und es ist als Center so, dass du normalerweise der Stürmer bist, der auch die größte defensive Verantwortung trägt. Das heißt, du bist der sogenannte F3, der ein bisschen hinter den beiden Flügelstürmern agiert und da dann ja normalerweise den anderen Center ein bisschen mit aus dem Spiel nimmt. Oder je nachdem, wer sich halt gerade in der Zone auffällt. Das ist auch von System zu System ein bisschen unterschiedlich, aber grundsätzlich hat der Center eine enorme defensive Verantwortung. Und wenn wir uns das mal anschauen in dieser Situation, kommt der Schuss von oben und Mackin am oberen Bildrand sprintet zurück, ist da im Zweifel für seinen Gegenspieler, um da den Nachschuss wegzunehmen. Das sind so ganz kleine Kleinigkeiten, kommt in der Situation gar nicht dazu, aber er wäre da gewesen, um mit dem langen Schläger den Nachschuss wegzunehmen. Bisschen später im Drittel haben wir dann genau die Situation, Mackin am Bully verliert, spricht gegen seine Bully-Quote an der Stelle nochmal, aber dann ganz schnell reagiert, gemeinsam mit Dylan Ruck im Zusammenspiel, die Scheibe schnell nach vorne gebracht, und im Normalfall ist das ein Tor durch Dominic Walsh. Kann man dann in der Situation nicht planen. Super Pass von Ruck rüber zu Walsh, da sieht man auch ein bisschen dieses Verständnis der Reihe, und Corey Mackin in der Situation eben auch wieder in Fußballermanier, wenn man so will, die Scheibe noch irgendwie zurechtgelegt und dann den Konter eingeleitet. Und auch die letzte Szene aus dem Spiel ist ein langer Pass von Kevin Reich auf Ruck, und Mackin ist da auch schon in der Position zu lauern, und dieser Pass ist absolut genial. Also den da so durchzubringen, im Endeffekt durch zwei Gegenspieler, punktgenau mit extrem viel Tempo, auch da eine große Chance für Dominic Walsh. Das sieht man auch die Spielmacherqualitäten. Also Mackin hat einen guten Abschluss, ist aber vor allen Dingen einer, der es weiß, seine Reihenkollegen auch in Szene zu setzen, und das macht er ganz oft mit dem Tempo und vor allen Dingen mit der Übersicht, die er in seinem Spiel mitbringt. Wir schauen aber mal auf das Spiel davor. Das war nämlich in Düsseldorf, und da hat er so richtig abgeliefert. Corey Mackin geht aus dem Spiel mit 2 Vorlagen raus. Es hätten aber auch da mehr sein können, beziehungsweise oft sind es auch die Laufwege, die sein Spiel so besonders machen. Das sehen wir in dieser Situation ganz gut. Scheibeneroberung im offensiven Drittel, und dann zieht er hart zum Tor, ist dadurch natürlich eine Passmöglichkeit, macht aber auch den Weg frei für Felix Thomas, der Verteidiger, der sich da einschalten kann ins Offensivspiel. Diese Lücke geht nicht auf, wenn Corey Mackin nicht hart zum Tor geht und Nummer 1 als Anspielstation ist und Nummer 2 natürlich den Gegenspieler mitzieht. Also wieder ein herausragendes Play von ihm, aber jetzt wird es Zeit, mal ein paar Scorerpunkte anzuschauen. Und zwar haben wir hier Assist Nummer 1 von 2 am Abend. Das Interessante an der Situation ist eigentlich seine Powerplay-Position. Das heißt, er geht dann gerne auch mal hoch zur blauen Linie, um dann mit Schwung Richtung Tor zu ziehen oder eben den Pass nach hinten zu spielen. wir brauchen jetzt nicht drüber reden, das ist kein spektakuläres Play, das ist Teil eines Spielzugs. Trotzdem, er bringt den Pass durch, er kommt von oben geschwungen, immer mal gerne wieder rein in die Powerplay-Formation und hat dann, wenn vielleicht der Düsseldorfer Verteidiger oder Stürmer in der Situation noch ein bisschen tiefer steht, entweder die Schussmöglichkeit, die Chance, den freien Mann an der Grundlinie zu finden oder eben nochmal hoch an die blaue zu gehen. Also viele, viele Möglichkeiten und du versuchst natürlich immer als Trainer deinen Schlüsselspielern diese Situationen zu ermöglichen, dass sie dann ihre Kreativität auf dem Feld so ein bisschen ausleben können. Zweiter Assist im Spiel kam praktisch ins Empty Net, wenn man so möchte. War wieder ein Bully-Play, das ja so ein bisschen Tie-Up, also ein bisschen ausgeglichen in der Situation. Und dann schaltet er einfach so ein bisschen schneller als Bradford, legt direkt den Vorwärtsgang ein und gewinnt das Bully nach vorne, obwohl es eigentlich 50-50 ausgeglichen war. Dadurch überhaupt die Chance direkt nach vorne gedacht. Am Ende Ruck mit dem Tor. Zweite Vorlage für Mackin, Secondary Assist, auch wenn er natürlich dieses ganze Play entscheidend einleitet. Also das ist dann genau das, was genau diese Fans dann einfach regelmäßig zum Jubeln bringt und was auch in Bad Nauheim gut geklappt hat. Und in dem hat sich der Einsatz dann mal so richtig auch ausgezahlt, nämlich mit einem eigenen Treffer. Und wir können das Spiel direkt mal von Anfang an laufen lassen tatsächlich. Wir sehen es ist wieder ein verlorenes Bully von Mackin an der Stelle, aber ganz interessant wird es dann vor allen Dingen nach 30 Sekunden. Bad Nauheim hat erstmal den eigenen Angriff. Mackin immer gut zu erkennen am goldenen Helm. War da jetzt gerade auch schon wieder vor dem eigenen Tor, um zu klären. Kevin Reich beruhigt das Spiel und dann geht es direkt weiter, wie angesprochen. Die Reihe bleibt auf dem Eis. Mackin schnappt sich im eigenen Drittel, an der eigenen Grundlinie die Scheibe und zündet einfach den Turbo. Zieht hart zum Tor wieder, will die Sicht nehmen, springt nach oben, damit der Schuss durchkommen kann und es wird gefährlich. Das ist unfassbar, wirklich diese Qualität, das muss man sich vorstellen. Der stand schon 30 Sekunden auf dem Eis, der kommt nicht frisch von der Bank oder sonst was. Der hatte gerade wieder einen Bully in der eigenen Zone, von hinten raus einmal quer drüber und leitet dadurch die Torchance ein. Es ist eine enorme Qualität. So, und bevor wir zum Interview mit Corey kommen, ist es an der Zeit, uns mal das Tor anzuschauen, das ich angekündigt habe. Es ist wieder ein guter Vorcheck da, diesmal von Walsh und Ruck im Zusammenspiel. Mackin wartet eigentlich nur drauf, dass die Scheibe da irgendwie rauskommt und dann ist es ein absolut genialer, perfekter Abschluss, der gar nicht hätte besser sein können. Die Position gar nicht so leicht, weil er natürlich von zwei Verteidigern auch abgedeckt ist in der Situation, aber er schweißt ihn dann einfach unter die Latte und eigentlich drei Verteidiger sogar, wenn man so will. Und für Kuhn in der Situation keine Abwehrchance. Der kommt mit so einem Tempo. Und da sieht man, es ist nicht nur ein Spieler, der Spielmacherqualitäten hat, der einen enormen Speed mitbringt, sondern es ist auch einer, der Tore erzielen kann. Und das macht ihn so wertvoll für die Mannschaft. Er arbeitet hart nach hinten und bringt offensichtlich eine enorme Fitness mit, weil er wie ein Duracell-Häschen über dieses Eis springt und sprintet über die kompletten 60 Minuten. Und genau darüber habe ich mit ihm gesprochen. Lasst uns mal reinhören. Corey, thanks for taking your time. Today it's Thursday afternoon. Maybe let's start off with quite an easy question. What has your day been like? What is a Thursday in the life of Corey Mackin like?
Well, today is American Thanksgiving, so just being thankful. My family is, my parents are here right now, so we get a lot of family time today. So it's been a lot of fun once we got home from practice, just hanging out, enjoying the time with the family.
Awesome. So a big feast tonight, or what's planned?
Yeah, exactly. We got a good meal coming up, and then watch some American football, just like we're back home.
Nice, awesome. Well, thanks for taking your time on this special day, especially. That means a lot. Let's talk about the team first, maybe. You're playing a good season, I'd say. You're in the pre-playoff spots. Are you happy with how the team's playing?
Yeah, we have to look at it that I think we're getting better every single game, every single 5-game increments. It seems like we're improving. We're understanding how we play well as a team and just reading off each other better and better, getting to know our styles, getting to know our tendencies. So I think we're heading in the right direction.
Your line with Dylan Ruck and Dominic Walsh is playing quite well. In my opinion, what makes you guys have this kind of chemistry?
Just a lot of communication. We all work very hard. We really enjoy our time at the rink, and we take advantage of it. Every time we're together, we're talking hockey or even just daily life. We're just talking all the time, getting along really well, and just being able to read off each other and trust each other is it just makes hockey a lot easier when you're trusting your line mates and talking to them like that.
Do you spend a lot of time off ice with them as well?
Yeah, it's mostly at the rink. I mean, but obviously, if we each have time between family time, we get to guys on our team are getting together. We're trying to hang out, but even then, we just spend. We're always hanging out off the ice at the rink, spending an extra time, whether it's stretching or just hanging out and talking. So it's just we're communicating all the time, and just like I said, it makes it a lot more fun.
Awesome. Maybe just a few questions about your past. You came to Crimmitschau in January from Innsbruck. You left the team in a tricky situation. How did that change of teams happen?
Yeah, it's something new, something I haven't experienced. Even when I was in Innsbruck, something I know they have done previously, where they kind of let contracts go. But my first 2 years there, we weren't doing that. We were ready to play playoffs and ready to compete. So it was something new for me, but it's just an opportunity came where they were looking to get rid of contracts, and it was 3 years there. I really enjoyed my time, but my wife and I spoke. It just seemed like it'd be something. If something came up, maybe it's a good opportunity to play some different type of hockey. And then obviously in this league, at the end of the season, you're playing meaningful hockey, regardless of where you are. So I think everyone should want to play meaningful hockey at the end of the year. Obviously, you want it to be in the playoffs. And when I came to Crimmitschau, my hope was we were able to push for the playoffs. Obviously, that didn't happen, but it was just something where an opportunity came where I knew I was going to be playing meaningful hockey down the stretch, and that's what my wife and I wanted.
Well, you still had a big impact on the team for sure. You said there's a different type of hockey maybe played in DL2 and Ice Hockey League. What do you mean by that?
Well, just from that question, when it's hard to say, but when you're in that funk that we were in Innsbruck, it was just a lot different going into the games. It's harder mentally to get really prepared, and just when I came here and all these guys were so motivated to push for that pre-playoffs or set yourself up for a good opportunity in relegation, it was just nice to have that really good motivation coming in, real good excitement coming in. So it was just a nice mental switch for me.
So Crimmitschau is quite special, especially the home rink is quite special because it's half outdoors. What's that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's the atmosphere is second to none. The fans and all the support is absolutely insane. They're super loud, whether it's a Friday, Tuesday, or Sunday. It's been super impressive. It's the outside, like you don't really, it doesn't get affect you. Obviously, there's days where it's cold, and so you got to it's something you get used to or something you prepare for and understand it's coming. But other than that, it's playing hockey, you're on the ice, you're worrying about what you're doing on the ice and your product that you're giving out on the ice. But at the same time, playing in front of these fans is a whole lot of fun.
Is it a bit like playing outdoors as a kid, I guess, back home in the US on the little lakes and stuff?
Definitely when I joined last year, just in the beginning. Obviously now you kind of get your feet under you, get a little, I don't want to say used to it, but it is something that doesn't culture shock you anymore. But I remembered last year, my first couple practices, just being able to look at the trees. At that time, I think it was, they were frosted or they had some snow on them. So it definitely was like, wow, it feels like I'm playing outdoor hockey right now. And just, I mean, that's when you have the most fun, right? Especially when you were younger. So you just get that vision in your head and you just have a really good time with it.
Yeah, it's tough. Just for you that I've been a press officer at a DL2 team before. They're not in the league anymore, but they were back then. And obviously, I went to Crimmitschau as well, and I didn't have any gloves. And I tried to film the game, and it was just a big mistake. Like I didn't really have any hands after the game. But all right.
Yeah, I could imagine that wasn't too easy to do with no gloves on.
Yeah. All right. You said there's a special atmosphere, special fans. Was that like a big part of the decision why you wanted to stay in Crimmitschau in the summer as well? Because there was obviously a bit of talk about the stadium, and you really weren't sure whether the team can play DL2 this season. Why did you decide to stay in Crimmitschau?
That's it's a lot of communication, I would say. A
Mhm.
lot of trust in our coaching staff. I think they've done a fantastic job. I know Tunki is always talking with our GM, our board, and always trying to just communicate with them what he thinks the locker room needs, what he thinks the players need. And I mean, just talking with Tunki of who they were bringing back and what players they expected to have back. I had full trust in Tunki and Ronnie and Jorg to make the right decisions. I mean, they had such a good base. I just think I was a little shocked at where they were last year with the guys they had that have been here for a while. I think there's so many good players here, a lot of good leadership, just good people too. And that's, like I said, when you're communicating and you're having fun and you're able to talk to each other in the locker room, it makes hockey so much easier, less stressful. You have each other's backs, and just from the communication, just to get back to the question, the communication I had in the beginning with Tunki of what his expectations were, where he expected people to be. I just trusted him, and like I said, I think it's worked out, and I think we're heading in the right direction a lot.
Awesome. I don't know if you want to answer the question, but did you have any other offers on the table? I guess so, because you played really well from the second half of the season in DL2.
No, that's okay. We can. That's something. It's. Thank you for. Yeah, I mean, it felt good when I came over here, but it's. I was super excited to communicate with Tunki and Jorg and get something done.
Perfect. All right. You seem to be one of the fittest guys in the league. I watched some game clips, which are going to be at the first part of the YouTube video, and there's been a lot of hard back checking as well, so responsible on both sides of the ice. What's your secret on being this fit?
Well, I mean, it's if I can compliment the team again. We work hard. It's we battle with each other during practices, especially in August. It wasn't an easy training camp that we've done. I came in good shape. I was ready to play, and at the same time, Tunki was he communicated everything. He said, "Hey, we're gonna work hard this August. It's gonna be a lot, but at the same time, like." We're working hard for our progress throughout the season. You continue to do that throughout the season. You continue to work hard during the season. You're going to be in shape. You're going to be able to do those extra back checks, those extra puck battles. You're going to be able to think that, hey, am I in the right position or not right now? So it's credit to our coaching staff, the way they're working us right now, the way they're communicating with us, and then it's just the characters we have in the room that enjoy playing the right way, and the points are going to come.
For sure. I guess there's also a lot of self-responsibility, especially in summer, because in summer you need to train alone a lot. I guess some of summer you went back home. What's that like to train by yourself while the whole team is training together in Crimmitschau? Is
Yeah,
it hard?
it's like you said, it's a self responsibility. But when you're a professional hockey player that gets paid to do this, I don't see much pressure, much responsibility getting having a problem with that. So I enjoy that time. I spend a lot of it with my family, but they all support me and do a really good job of knowing that when I'm dialing in and working really hard, they support my eating. My wife does a great job with my son, taking care of him when I'm working hard. So they they make my life really easy, and I'm able to focus on my workouts, on my conditioning, and making sure I'm coming in the best shape.
We talked about a lot of positives now. I'm a journalist, so I need to ask something negative. When I look through the stats, what's a with your face-off percentage?
Yeah,
Do you need
no,
to, or is that something you want to talk? You want to work on?
yeah. It is something obviously this year that needs to be improved. I work on it throughout the week. I'm trying to get timing down, trying to get different repetitions of how I want to attack the face-off circle, where we want to be. Yeah, it's just something as a center, you want to start with the puck anytime you can, and when you're starting in the face-off circle, you want to take responsibility for that. So it's definitely something that is on my mind, but at the same time, you don't want to allow it to bring your game down because you're frustrated for one instance. So if I just went into every single game saying I need to do better on the face-off circle, maybe my defensive positioning isn't as strong or my forecheck's not as strong because I'm frustrated with the face-off dot. So it's just tacking everything in a positive way of here, like, let's have a good game today and let's have a strong face-off, and just figuring out timing and strategy to that.
I remember a clip in Krefeld, I think, when who was it? Walsh or Ruck had the empty net, and you had the face off like tied up, and then you just go through the man. So that might be a Facebook loss in the statistics, but it's just about having a fast mind to that situation, I guess. So stats don't always are right on that, even though it's a good play.
Yeah, I know what play you're talking about. That's hey,
Yeah.
I'll let the league know. I said, hey, make sure we count that one as a win since we ended up with possession. But yeah, it's just like you said, it is a stat, and a lot of the times there's very important draws. I still trust myself during those important draws, important face-offs, whether it's power play or in the D zone towards the end of the games. I still trust myself to make those face-offs, and like you said, sometimes you win them, but if you work hard and stay with the puck, or sorry, sometimes you lose them. If you work hard, stay with the puck, stay in position, you're going to end up with the puck. So it's obviously something I need to improve on, but I'm working on it.
Awesome. Just one last question. You talked about characters in the locker room. Do you want to be a leader in the locker room as well? Is it important for you?
It's I would say the answer to that question is no. It is not important for me, but at the same time, I understand just who I am as a person. I try and be supportive to every single one of my teammates. I try and be friends to every single one of my teammates. I'm supportive to the coaching staff. If they ever need, or if Tunky ask questions of me, I give him the straight answers. He gives me the straight answers of, we need you to do this, and I. But at the same time, I see myself as someone that leads a locker room, but there's so many good guys in this locker room that are big leaders, and so many guys that are able to communicate. Not even all of them have letters right now. It's just we have a big unit of leaders and veterans in our room that are able to speak up. But I think Tunky does a great job of asking the right guys at the right times of, hey, what do you guys think of this? And we talk about it as a team, as a group. And I think that's such a good thing that we do, is just so much communication is open, is everyone's listening in and everyone's a part of it.
Perfect. All right. Okay, Corey, that's all my questions done. I'm really thankful today for you taking the time. So thanks for that, and enjoy your dinner, enjoy your football tonight. And we're gonna see where the season is heading for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the invite. And yeah, hopefully we continue to climb up in the standings.
Perfect. Thanks.
Thanks.